I guess I'm kind of fortunate to go to all these concerts in the late 70s and 80s and 90s and 2000s and so forth. So one band that really, keeps in me is, I guess, Pink Floyd and maybe Led Zeppelin. But Pink Floyd probably was most memorable than any band that I ever saw. Back in 1977, when I was just 20 years old, I went to Pink Floyd concert. This was their Animals tour. And some may say this is not the height of their career, but, what can I say? My chance or my experience was with the Animals tour. The thing is that when the album was released, I said I gotta see them. I gotta see them in concert. For some reason, the album "Wish You Were" came out when I was still in the United States, which was 1975. And I don't know why I did not go to that concert, "Wish You Were Here." I would have loved to hear the complete Dark Side of the Moon when Roger Waters was still in the band. Now, which I had a similar experience later, but not with Roger Waters in there. So Pink Floyd basically was a progressive rock band that some say, you have to get high just to listen to, Pink Floyd. And one of my experience, I have to admit or confess after years, is that one of my first high that I got of marijuana was listening to Pink Floyd. I remember we going to a friend's house, and I kind of bragged myself that, I've been high before, blah, blah, blah. But this was the first time. And I actually freaked out, kind of, I kind of actually freaked out. So my story kind of gets a little sidetracked a bit, but I went to a friend's house and they played "Wish You Were Here" on the record. And I was just totally sucked into it. And it almost felt like a spiritual experience, for whatever it's worth. I have listened to that album on and on many, many times thereafter, and I still cannot get the same aura that I got on that day when I got high on pot, so to speak. I don't know if I should really put this one on YouTube, but hey, what's been done is what's been done, and I'll refuse to hide myself for not doing that. Now, years later, literally years, which is maybe a couple years later, Pink Floyd came to Los Angeles area, Anaheim Stadium to be exact. And I was hanging around with his Japanese friends. And we decided to go on a double date with, two Japanese girls and me and another Japanese friend. And this was Pink Floyd. Now, aside from the date itself, which was nothing but just going together in a concert, Pink Floyd played the complete Animals with a little bit extension of some songs that was not on the album, because they had a limitation of how much the album can fit on a record, which was 22 minutes or so, and their song was long. And they did a full Animals album. What I recall was they used a quad or surround sound system. So the main PA, by the way, Anaheim Stadium is a baseball stadium. And it's huge. So I believe at least, God forbid, I don't know, 50,000, 60,000 people came to see. And it was 2 nights and it sold out. And it rained, I remember. I actually had an auto accident getting to the Pink Floyd concert. Anyway, they did the first half of playing the complete Animals. Now, they had maybe 45-minute break, so time for everybody to go to the bathroom, whatnot. And they came back with the complete Wish You Were Here. I still get the goosebumps. It was amazing. You have to experience Pink Floyd live. That's all I can say. And they did the complete Wish You Were Here. And that was it. Then people just wouldn't leave. And they came back for an encore with the song Money. Din, 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 din. It was just amazing. Literally, you hear the story about somebody going to a concert and then say, hey, I saw the best concert I ever had in my life. And if I die on the way home, I wouldn't regret it. Well, I just felt that way too, 1970. So I'll look up the date, what date was. So that's my little spew about Pink Floyd.